Miss Wynn here, and I just wanted to record a short and sweet video to show you how to get into IXL and put the code in that I give you. Okay, because some of you are still missing these IXL practice assignments, and so I just wanted to make sure that you know how to get there. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go to Clever, and your Clever screen will look a little bit different from mine because I'm a teacher, obviously. But once you get to Clever and you scroll down some, I think it's in the middle, where you see, should say something like district student tools or something, but in your screen it'll be towards the middle, instructional tools. Oh, here it is. Okay, so you'll see this IXL button. If you don't want to do all that scrolling, if you go to my class, it's in there as well. So if you click into your Miss Wynn Math 8 class, you'll see a link to IXL there. So that might be easier for you. So you click this button and it will automatically log you into Clever, so that way you don't have to memorize your password or anything like that. So now this is where you need to enter in the code. So each topic that we need to practice, each skill has its own code, and I always give you those codes. They're listed and they're also on the agenda. Each weekly agenda lists whatever IXL codes that we need to do that week. So let's say, for example, you want to do the IXL practice for classifying real numbers. So that one is VR7. You want to type VR7 into this little search bar here at the top, and when you do that, you'll see classify numbers. It matched skill ID VR7, and that's what you want to look for. As long as it matches, that's the first one. This one you don't want. It says first grade Roman numerals. You know that's not what we're trying to do. When you type in the code, it should be the very first one in the list. So you click that. It takes you to your practice. Okay. And if you don't understand this, like you read this and you don't quite understand, you can look at your notes, but IXL also has kind of their own notes built in. If you click this Learn with an Example button, they kind of have an example of that same question that you're working on, and they work through it with you, like which of the following is a rational number? And they have this explanation here. They explain the solution, and that way, you know, maybe their explanation works out better for you, so you can read that, and then you come back and do the practice. Right? So we read the question and it says, which of the following is a natural number? So you look at each of these, you find the answer, you submit, and if you get it right, you see over here the SmartScore just went up by 10 points. It's not always going to go up by that much, but every time you get them right, your SmartScore will go up. Every time you get them wrong, so if you get it wrong, then you see how I lost a point. They also explain why the right answer is what it is. So don't speed through these. Make sure you read these explanations, especially if you're missing a lot in a row. Stop rushing through it. If you miss a lot and you don't understand it, that means you need to read this and figure it out so you stop missing so many of them. You shouldn't be having to answer hundreds of questions in order to get this right. That means you're just clicking through it and you're not reading. Okay, so you answer the questions. You want to get your SmartScore up to 100. Once you get to a 100, then they have challenge mode questions. You could do that if you want to for more practice, but you don't have to. Whenever I assign IXL practice, the main thing is I want your SmartScore to get to 100 because that shows that you've mastered that particular topic. And that's the grade. If I put in the grade, and that's the grade. So if you don't finish your IXL, or you don't do it at all, that's a 0, but if you only get your SmartScore up to a 72, then 72 is the grade I put in. So please make sure that you are doing your IXL and you are finishing this practice on time, because I am grading it, and those of you that are missing a lot of questions on the quizzes and stuff, it's because you're not getting enough practice in. Math is a skill. If you don't practice it, you're not going to be able to do it. All right? That's all there is to it. All right, so I hope this helped clear up how to get to IXL. For those of you that were still struggling with it, I hope to see you practicing in IXL more, and I will see you in class.